The left are losing, and all the while the far right and the populist right are winning. They're organising. Their impact on social media is imaginative and intelligent and sharp and modern and has a massive interaction. An enormous audience of people are engaging with that stuff. And what are we doing? What did we do after the tragedy with Grenfell? Nothing. What did we do after the revelations of the Panama Papers and the latest one with the Paradise Papers? Nothing. When are we going to reach out to working class communities and be engaging with them? Locally, every time there is something going on, it's the Queen's Road. Let's go down to the Queen's Road and engage with the community. The nice, wonderful, bohemian, middle-class community. Patron, je vote pas, je veux, monsieur Patron, oui. When are you going to reach out to working class fucking communities? The reason you don't do that is simple. You're terrified of them. They're disgusting people. You don't like them. They make you nervous. You don't want to be anywhere near them. The far right do. The populist right do. Because they're smart. They're tactically switched on. So you patronising middle-class liberal douchebags, insulting the intelligence of these people, you look increasingly pathetic. They are sharper than you are. They're smarter than you are. They're more tactically savvy than you are. They're communicating with broader layers of people than you are. They've got the guts and the stomach to talk about uncomfortable things in realistic terms, unlike you. You're middle class, you're liberal, you're wet. You haven't lived on the cutting edge of savagery. All right, these people have. Now, a lot of them, they've made it. They have their own businesses. They're arguably middle class in many ways. But they're geezers, or they have been, and they know how to talk about gutter experiences on a street level. The left doesn't know how to do that. I support Corbyn, critical support. But working class people look at him and this Obi-Wan Kenobi woolly jumper bullshit isn't cutting it. And his Luke Skywalker sidekick, fucking Owen Jones, give me a break. What, you've got one working class youth, and of course he has to be a guy who went to fucking grammar school and fucking Oxford. It's a disgrace. It's a fucking embarrassment. Grow some fucking balls and start engaging with the class, because we're losing. They're going to bury us. The situation is getting serious. We're not reaching out to communities. We don't understand what they want. And stop ramming trendy issues down people's throats. Nobody cares. All right? I don't have a problem with transgender people. You're so stereotypical, predictable and obvious that obviously you're going to throw that back at me. What I don't like is people championing on their behalf a concern, and a serious one, a real one. What is it, 0.04% of the population? So we're dying like dogs in the street now as we speak. Scores of us, hundreds of us, it's getting worse and worse. There is a mental health crisis ripping apart this country. Start screaming, start shouting, start talking about real things, because you're going to lose. And when your blood is running through the gutters, you might just realise how fucking stupid you've been. And one final warning. You are going to blame working class people when Brexit starts hitting. And if you do, it's the end of you. It's the end of you. You need to wake up now. It's getting serious. Use your fucking brains. And if you haven't got them, we need to get rid of these SJWs. We need to deal with them. We need to get rid of them. We need to horsepipe them away. And we need to start waking up, and we need to start growing some balls. You think this is macho? You think this is toxic masculinity? Good. You should be fucking worried.